Hey everybody, today we're going to pull in cryptocurrency data. I'm going to show you how in Excel through Power Query we can pull in crypto prices and data like trading volumes all through an API connection. So to get started, I'm going to use coinmarketcap.com. So that has a wealth of information on cryptocurrencies, and to connect to that database, what you're going to need to do is go to that website, coinmarketcap.com/API. Click on Get Your API Key Now, which is there's a free version, so you can just enter in some basic information such as your email address, and it'll set you up with an API key. So here it prompts me to mine because I've already set one up. And so if you need your API key, it's right here, and then you can just hover over it to click copy. And so once you've got that set up, then you've got that important first step in being able to at least create that connection. Now that we've got that, what I can go is under the data section on Excel, hit the From Web button to create that connection. And so if you go under the documentation for coinmarketcap.com as to how to use their API, it'll give you a list of different endpoints and URLs that you can use. And I'm going to go under the advanced section here for the connection because I need to put in a header and the API key in here. So the main URL I'm going to paste in here, and I'll leave it a link for this video where you can follow my post relating to this and how I got this information. But basically this comes from, again, that documentation. So we've got that coinmarketcap.com, cryptocurrency and listings, and then the latest information. So now that link is good to go, I need to put in my actual credentials. So for the HTTP request for the header, I type in x-cmc_pro_API_key. And now what I'm going to do is flip over back to my API key, click on copy, and then paste it into here for my password. I'm going to hit OK. And now what it's going to do is work on creating that connection. And so now it's going to load up that data into Power Query, but it's going to take a little bit of work because it's not exactly in a table format that I can use right off the bat. I'm going to need to make some adjustments to it. And so this is what my Power Query window looks like right now. So this isn't really terribly useful for me to pull into Excel just yet. But what I can do is click on the list button here, which gives me a list of records. And again, this is still not terribly usable. In the top left corner, you'll notice there's a button to convert this to a table, which is what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to leave the default as no delimiter, nothing else here. And now it's going to still give me some records, but now I have the option to expand these through this button here. So if I click on this, it's going to list all these different columns that are within each one of these records. I'm not going to add a prefix, so I'm going to check this off and hit OK. And now you can see now I've got the names, the symbols, the market pairs, I've got supply, I've got a whole lot of data in here. But under the quotes section, I can still expand more information from this. So if I click here again, right now it's just going to have USD. Right, so it doesn't really do anything. It still looks like I've basically done nothing but change the header. But if I click on this one more time, now I've got a whole lot more information that's nested in there. So now we've got the price, we've got the volumes, we've got the percentage changes. So we've got a whole lot more data into here that you can pull in straight from coinmarketcap.com. So now this looks okay. I mean, you could still expand this a bit further. We've got something on tags here. As you can see, there's different lists, but unless you really need that, I'm going to leave that for now and hit close and load. And so now it's going to download this data into my Excel spreadsheet. And so now the beauty of this, and you can fine tune this more if you want, if there's certain columns that you don't want, if there's If you want to rearrange the data, there's other Power Query videos that I have about making these sort of edits. The purpose of this one is really just to show you how you can pull in this data through an API connection from CoinMarketCap. So for now, I'm leaving it as it is right now, where we've just got the name, we've got the data added, and we've got all that data. So there's a lot of possibilities for you as far as what you may want to do with this. And if you do want to refresh the data, then what you can do is just hit this refresh button, and you'll notice that it's updating the query and loading the latest data. And by the looks of the data, it updates it about up to the minute. So you can see the last update is usually around minute here. I haven't seen it go to seconds. So fairly up to the date information that you're downloading. Now, because it is a free account, there's going to be some limitations as to how often you can do a refresh. So if you're updating a whole heck of a lot during the day, then you could potentially run into permissions issues. But generally, this looks like it shouldn't be an issue, just because literally, unless you're doing it every minute of the day, it's probably not gonna be a problem for you. So an easy way to pull in crypto data and prices straight from CoinMarketCap.com.